Hiya, Georgie. And hello, everyone else. Welcome to Would You Die, the show where we examine all the monsters and villains of pop culture. Today is Stephen King's birthday. Yay! Today we're looking at the Eater of Worlds, who's definitely down to clown. That's right, it's Pennywise, the dancing clown. What a spooky boy. Or girl. I'll get to that later. Let's find out if you stand a chance. It, best known as Pennywise the Dancing Clown, also known as the Deadlights, also known as Bob Gray, also known as the Eater of Worlds, first appeared in Stephen King's massive 1986 novel, It. The novel is an award-winning behemoth, coming in at a whopping 1,138 pages. That was 45 hours listening to the audiobook. But the page count isn't the only thing making this novel heavy. The book also deals with every heavy topic you can think of, such as sexual assault, racism, homophobia, parental abuse and neglect, domestic abuse in general, and the overall existential dread of growing up. Yay! It is a massive horror epic that literally cannot fit into one movie. Trust me, they tried. The first time they tried was with ABC's 1990 two-part miniseries, also titled It. I'm sure y'all knew that, especially those of you in my generation who were also traumatized by Tim Curry's Pennywise at a very young age. But did you know that the It miniseries was originally supposed to be directed by horror legend George A. Romero and was to be 8 to 10 hours long? It ended up being directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who worked on films such as Halloween and the Fog, and also directed Halloween 3, The Season of the Witch.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock.
Unfortunately, it also ended up being 4 hours long with commercials, less than half of what was originally planned. The 215-page screenplay also cut out a lot from the 1,100-page book. Still, not all expenses were spared. It was shot over a 3-month period with a $12 million budget, more than double the usual TV movie at the time. The production also had to deal with censorship. Boo! Thanks to heavily conservative television standards at the time, Wallace and crew had to figure out how to adapt a novel filled with violence, gore, and child endangerment into a miniseries without violence, gore, and child endangerment. All things considered, I think the miniseries did a good job in spite of all the obstacles it had to face. But if you are a fan of violence, gore, and child endangerment, boy do I have good news for you. Andy Muschietti, who previously directed Mama, directed 2017's It and 2019's It Chapter 2, two of the biggest horror films of the past decade and really of all time. Andy and his wife, producer Barbara Muschietti, poured 4 years of their lives into these blockbuster epics, leading an insanely talented ensemble cast featuring Bill Skarsgård as the dancing clown this time around. Skarsgård's Pennywise was an instant icon, beloved by literally everyone, especially children. You'd be surprised with how many people love the clown that literally eats children. Speaking of children, it spawned a plethora of collectible merchandise, most notably, toys!
Toys.
So, what exactly is it? It's it!
What is it?
Pennywise is more than just a dancing clown. In fact, Pennywise really isn't a clown at all. It's a shape-shifting, interdimensional being known as the Deadlights, whose form is incomprehensible to the human mind.
A what?
Right! Anyways, Pennywise came to Earth to feed on us humans, loving the taste of our emotions, particularly fear. That's right, it prefers children. Kids are easier to scare since their fears are more tangible and more intense. It's easier for Pennywise to transform into the Wolfman as opposed to my student loans.
Tasty, tasty, beautiful fear.
Pennywise arrived on Earth millions of years ago, but awoke after the town of Derry, Maine was formed. Then, it awoke every 27 years to slaughter and eat for about a year before returning to its hibernation. When Pennywise is awake, the town of Derry is a magnet for violence and tragedy, and while Pennywise hibernates, the town is apathetic and ignorant to the town's violent tendencies. This is because it influences Derry with such negative energies that it basically has a stranglehold over the town. That is, until it meets the Losers Club! After Pennywise devours poor little Georgie Denbrough, it has to face Big Brother stuttering Bill Denbrough and his friends Richie Tozier, Bev Marsh, Ben Hanscom, Mike Hanlon, Eddie Kasprak, and Stan Uris. These 7 losers form a friendship so strong that it can defeat an interdimensional spider demon that literally eats fear. Friendship! It is afraid for the first time in its millions of years of existence, and it don't like when the turn tables. It sleeps for another 27 years, and when it awakens, it faces off against the Losers Club again, except now as adults. Pennywise does lose, cause that's how stories work, but it scares Stan so bad that he commits suicide before the final reunion and confrontation. Pennywise also kills Eddie, which I'm still not over. It Chapter 2 made me cry, dog. I can't forget to mention that the closest we can perceive to Pennywise's true form is a pregnant spider. And Bill's wife Audra says it is female, so I'm pretty sure Pennywise is a girl? I don't know, man. A giant turtle who barfed out our galaxy is Pennywise's mortal enemy. The book is weird. Eating you. Pennywise craves flesh, and unlike Ronald McDonald, he ain't looking for a Big Mac. Hide your kids, hide your wife, Pennywise is eating everybody out here. Shape shifting. While Pennywise the dancing clown is its favorite form, it can take the form of anything it wants, and in the book and adaptations has taken the form of the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Mummy, Rodan, a leper, Bev's dad. Ugh, gross. Jaws. Hell yeah! Paul Bunyan. Michigan fans will know that as a statue that lives in East Lansing. Go green! A witch, a creepy painting, a giant f***ing eye, a Doberman pinscher, a Pomeranian, Zombie Georgie, Stan's head with spider legs looking like it crawled straight out of The Thing.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yep, that's definitely a Thing reference. So take the thing you were scared of most as a child, and Pennywise will use that form before eating you. For example, I was scared of clowns, spiders, and demons.
Time to float. You gotta be fucking kidding.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
You've gotta be f***ing kidding. Possession. Not true possession, like The Exorcist, but it's heavily implied that Pennywise can manipulate others to do its bidding. Most notably, the murderous ultra bully, Henry Bowers. And I thought middle school was bad for me. At least I didn't have to deal with this douche McDuck. Also tangent. In the book, Pennywise sends a deceased friend of Henry to pick him up and uses a cherry red 1958 Plymouth Fury to do so. You know how hard I would have freaked out if Christine appeared in It Chapter 2? Missed opportunity, movie. Missed opportunity. Pennywise's possession abilities also go beyond a single person, as it's implied that it is subtly influencing the entire town of Derry by increasing apathy and aggression in the town citizens. That explains why all the adult characters suck in It Chapter 1.
I'm gonna have to kill this fucking clown.
Ritual of Chud. In the novel, the Ritual of Chud is a psychic battle of wills, which involve metaphysically biting your opponent's tongue trying to outwit them. I don't know, man, the turtle said to do it. It's a lot different than in the 2019 adaptation, but that version didn't work, so I'm not going to say much more about it.
Imagination.
You can use Pennywise's shape-shifting abilities against it, because it must follow the laws of the shape it inhabits. For example, if he's a werewolf, shoot him with a silver bullet. It's super effective! Also, if you just don't believe in Pennywise, you can weaken it. Just know that it is well aware of this, and it's not going to go down without a fight.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you.
Holy shit.
It wasn't real enough for Georgie. Damn!
Pennywise? More like Pettywise, am I right? Roast it. Pennywise can spit out the roasts, but also can't take them, as the losers call it names until it's a tiny Voldemort baby. Baby Yoda, it isn't. Kali Ma. And after you make Pennywise small, you can crush his heart like you're in the Temple of Doom. Easy peasy, hearty squeezy. According to my count, Pennywise has killed 25 people, all in its lone novel appearance. I'm not counting the screen adaptations because, like, come on man, do you really want me to count poor Georgie 3 times? And yeah, I know Pennywise kills some characters that aren't in the novels, but seeing how it's the same story, I'm just gonna stick with the novel. Welcome to Would You Die, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Anyways, 25 kills across 1,138 pages gives Pennywise a kill on average every 45 pages. To really see how brutal this dancing clown can be, let's take a look at Stephen King's It. Pennywise encountered 32 people, killing 25 of them. That gives us a kill rate of 78.125%, giving the Eater of Worlds a lethality rating of 8 out of 10 skulls. So if you start hearing voices in the sewers, would you die? It seems like you have a 100% chance of dying when encountering Pennywise. You'll float too. They all float down here. Do you have a suggestion on who or what I should cover next? Comment your thoughts and check out our previous episodes and other fun shows here at 3 Wise Men Media. Don't forget to subscribe. Tune in next time when we discuss some other spooky icon. Until then, I'm Austin Torres. Try not to die.